Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing is Stafford. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
I'm ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That swung out wide to Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. He's got his tight end flyer move right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you...
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra
what am I thinking?
look
Not
at this
supposed
one.
to be. What am I thinking? Good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
He's a bum. He's super.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he works his way
He's a bum.
forward for about
All he do is
4
super
up the
bum.
midfield strike. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week,
J.
and
Boo's
most
a
of
bum.
us by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying, all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Man, that's cool.
Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15
No
to the
fucking
16-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right
scored the whole time.
There's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room.
Nah, you got to pick with a fucking lineman.
All their teammates. Maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he is tackled
pick back with a lineman.
40, not quite to the 35.
I see him, I smack him right in his fucking ball head.
And so many times defenses say, okay,
Right in
we
his
got
ball
you
head.
hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming
Fucking
from. You don't have to worry
bucket.
about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he takes this just a few yards
All right, I'm
shy
getting
of
the
the
ball
red
back right here.
zone before going out. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So
Shit, boys. I needed that too.
There, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll set up to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. Touchdown, Eagles! David Montgomery.
Oh, me?
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nope. Not a PlayStation 1.
Taken at the goal line.
My extra controller is messed up. Yeah.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw again on second down. Stafford eluding the pressure right.
Sack him! What the fuck?
And he'll have it.
Who the fuck was that running with him?
To the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it.
Just sitting there running with him.
40. To the air again. Stafford. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Match, is it mine or is it what?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This bum ain't fucking beating me.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long.
Cold-blooded cheese.
There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, Right now, he can write his
no.
ticket towards being a head
Niggas
coach.
suck.
He's advanced in the ways
Ain't
of
doing
offense.
shit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7.
That's all on me. I'm fucking up right now.
And this will be a touchback.
Believe that.
As sails over
I ain't
the
gonna lose
line.
this game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this away and off it
Yeah,
goes.
it is. Yes, it is.
Here's
You should have just stuck with baseball.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk.
Jalen Hurts should have just stuck with baseball. He wouldn't have made that throw, I tell you that one.
We hit halftime.
He would not have made that throw.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan
For
Coachman
sure.
in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Stafford's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a
Shit,
battle on
rookie.
your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
Hunt the fucking ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So I got Chan on the fucking corner and him right there. Uh-oh.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 15. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw him a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game
hit him
close,
a bungle.
so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Here's Cohen now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before
he got more than that. He got more fucking little Mac.
Halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks.
The first half, the first half, but the first half.
Changes in what's been a
I'm not losing to this nigga D-board. I'm taking this to the crib.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as
you already got 2.
in the second half.
You already got 2. Okay,
and
55.
No chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Shreds the tackle. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is a fucking dog. That nigga been balling out all day, all year.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
Okay, out of here.
First down and then some for Montgomery.
Better run it, Edmund.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Now a run with Montgomery. Montgomery
he was down. He was down. He was down. He was down. He was down, bro. He was down. He's down.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
2nd and 6. And that'll fall.
Somebody block him.
He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. ended up settling for 3.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
I should have fucking swatted it.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
I know I should have swallowed it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He was running with him. Shit.
Taking it about the 1.
I don't know why I did that.
Back to the 15,
no,
and that's it. Good
like
coverage
that.
there by the kick team. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Montgomery back to the ground.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Try to run it in with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And so they run it in with a 2-point try. So often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside?
You thought you was going to lift me, boy?
Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This is caught.
All
the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's
right.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the night.
And the
Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead.
Is it there? Use that one.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point
You got another?
lead.
You want another one there?
What?
He needed the charger.
A charger?
No, he needed this.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is
though.
trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams are all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Here's Cohen now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Aaron, huh?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll buy some time right. Pass complete to Ebron. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Now it's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the
Didn't they
end zone,
get greedy?
and that allows the defense to
Got
tighten up
greedy.
the coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.